Yeah, that's right. Now, before I start this, let me just say that I am not saying all old people should be banned, because there are a lot of good working old people, grannies and grandpas, that are some of the most excellent drivers out there. And, besides, how else am I gonna see all the hot silver foxes and vexens driving out there? They still got a lot to give, if you know what I'm saying. So, sweet and sexy elderly people are all fine. This isn't about them. It's about those devils. And I just need to say please to let all of this out, or else I might just explode! Oh, oops. Excuse me. Sorry. Anyway, let's start off with this.
Ciao.
I feel like this is common everywhere, but it truly does frustrate the fuck out of me so much when people don't use their turn signals. Like, don't get me wrong, if you forget sometimes, that's okay, it happens. But at least give a little wave or a nod or just make an effort to not do it again. But there will be people swerving from one side of the road, then to the next, then to the next. You'll see them pass in the span of 5 minutes, like skip 10 cars, and it's just be zooming on by. There are only 2 exceptions to that. 1, someone is badly hurt and you are racing to the hospital. The hamster, it's moving! Drive faster! Or a woman is in the back of your car being split open like a coconut about to give birth in the back of your car. Oh my god, especially when it's a last second lane change, or they're so close to your car they could be dry humping it. And oh my god, when they use their signal halfway to the other side of the lane, like what? Now, I am the last person to judge someone's intelligence, but how could you be that... Now, to explain this one, let me explain a little bit of how the roads of good old America works, because for some people it might be different. Now, as you can see on this diagram here, in the US, cars primarily drive on the right side of the lane. This is where you drive the speed limit, while the left side of the lanes are called passing lanes. People can use these to pass people, and even though it's not technically illegal, but also not entirely illegal, the secret rule of the road is that everyone knows to use this lane to go faster than the speed limit. Now, in the right lane, in some places, you can go a little slower than the speed limit legally, but some roads have a minimum of how slow you can actually go. Like the speed limit will be 55, and the minimum of the going slow will be 45. Now that that's out of the way, let me make one thing very clear. I think that taking a ride on the country road or going for a slow ride on a non-busy road, even if it's in the city, is a vibe. I get that. Sometimes you just want to chill, you want to relax, and you don't really feel like you have to be anywhere too fast, and you just want to see the stars, just kind of like chill. Although it is not a vibe when some bitch, usually an old, dusty, worn-out leather belt bitch, is going 20 to 30 on a busy 50 to 60 road with cars all lined up behind them, because a lot of the lucky bastards that got here before us all are lined up in the left lane. So we are all stuck behind this rusted, infection-prone bucket, just praying to whatever god we all believe in, or just the universe itself. They get off at the next exit. And these types of people will always know what they're doing. Every single time I've been behind these old dart bags, they always look the same. Be it man or woman, old and crusty, looking like they think they are better than everyone with their sunglasses. If it's a man, they're balding, and if it's a woman, they're bleaching. And this is coming from a chubby woman myself. They are either huge or they're so skinny they look like they crawled out of a dungeon. And I always see a big smirk on their leather bag faces. And they'll look at you. They'll look at you just straight at you, eye to eye contact, and snark at you that you can't do anything about it. It's very funny sometimes how specifically these type of old people love to complain about this young generation being selfish, all about yourselves, narcissistic. This generation is so dumb, don't know how to do anything. Have they seen and heard themselves? They all crawl around like little Homo erectus humans trying to figure out how to start a fire 24/7. Every time I'm behind one, I always think of ramming my car into their bumper and jumping into their car and shaving off the last bits of their abused tumbleweed hair. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is unique to my area, or well, unique to any area near farms, which is farmers. Now, don't get me wrong, I love farmers, of course, and my roots are actually from a farming family. They work extremely hard and have such a tough job, and they don't get paid enough nor appreciated enough for their work. Which, by the way, remember to pay lots of love and respect to not just the farmers that give you your food in grocery stores, but also to local farmers as well. Now, the types of farmers I'm talking about are dumb farmers. I have one specific story about this that I wanted to end this video off on, actually. I have a very lovely Japanese restaurant close to me that has amazing karaage chicken, and I was craving it so much for lunch. I'm drooling just thinking about it. However, to the left of me was this big truck with a very old looking wooden cart behind him. And this thing looked like it had just gone through 3 rounds of chemo. It was looking rough. He was trying to get over to the right lane. Now, on this road, we have 2 exits back to back. If you aren't in your exact lane, you're actually face fucked. I think what happened is he needed to get over for the first exit, but we just passed it. Now, a normal response for any self-respecting farmer would be to keep going and turn to change your directions in a large parking lot. Now, do you want to know what this hillbilly hootenanny whore actually did? At this point, he was ahead of me in the left lane, and this nice lady in front of me slowed down, and I slowed down to let him over, because we both thought that, hey, he needed to get over to the next exit. When he was able to get over into the next lane, he then proceeded to slow down with his big old cart to the point of it almost crashing into the lady in front of me, just so he could get over to the side of the road right next to the exit, which is one of the busiest exits in my city, by the way, to look at directions on his phone, giving not just me, but all the rest of the cars behind us an aneurysm. And this one-celled organism looks at us like we're crazy for honking our horns at him, like we're the stupid ones, and we're just angry at him because he has a big cart. When no, it's not because of his big cart. It's how he used it. Thank you very much if you made it to this point in the video. I know that I went on a lot of tangents and it was a lot of ranting, but I actually truly did need a place to let out all of my frustrations over driving. And I hope that whatever you're doing, whether it be driving or not driving or whatever makes you comfortable, I hope that you're having a lovely day while driving, or night, or whenever you're driving, and that you don't encounter any of the people that I had to deal with. Bye!